Hey guys, so welcome to another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Christina, and on this channel we talk about luxury fragrances. For this video, I chose my selection of best unisex winter fragrances that will definitely survive the cold and freezing weather. I mean, if you're into oud, leather, anything smoky, fruity, addictive, sexy, basically, if you're into head-turning fragrances that will survive the cold weather, this selection of fragrances is definitely for you. And as always, you interacting with me is the only way for me to know if I should keep filming videos like this one. So definitely give it a like, comment, or subscribe if you found any value in this video. And this way I will know to film content like this one in the future. And the first fragrance that I will share with you is the new release that is exclusive to Harrods. I've been wearing this fragrance for a few weeks now, and I am addicted. It is a fragrance that I definitely recommend for everybody because it has a bolder and alluring oriental woody scent profile, but it's definitely versatile enough to be worn on a day-to-day basis. So the fragrance is Your Oudness by Jeroboam with the perfumer Vanina. I mean, I'm sure you know this perfumer. She also created Touche Finale by Jeroboam. And Your Oudness, I have to say, this is an opulent, very alluring, oriental, woody oud fragrance with some leather, but it's not too dark. It's blended to perfection. I would say this fragrance is perfect if you crave anything sensual, almost sexy, but still bold, vibrant, and mature smelling. So this is the bottle. Your Oudness by Jeroboam. When you wear this fragrance, you definitely smell confident, elegant, and there's something playful. So let me try this fragrance again. I love it. It is an oud fragrance like no other. It makes you feel very empowered and almost exotic. It smells definitely warm, spicy, cozy, cocooning, but sexy and sensual. And who is this fragrance for? It's definitely unisex, so for ladies, for gentlemen, and it has a nice, vibrant scent profile, and especially in the opening. So it has the saffron, some bergamot, and then it gets slowly but surely into the styrex and oud. The leather isn't too realistic, nor is it too harsh. It's actually quite subtle. And then you definitely get the white musk with vanilla and this sweet, earthy patchouli that doesn't take over the whole composition. It's rather in the background with some cedar and other witty nuances. An amazing, amazing 10 out of 10 recommendation. If you're looking for your new winter go-to fragrance that will make people turn their heads and ask you, what are you wearing? This is definitely that fragrance. It's perfect for a day-to-day wear, maybe for a date night even, because it has the oud, the spicy scent profile, it's sexy, but all these bold notes are still, as I said, blended to perfection, so people around you won't feel like they are suffocating. So this was Your Oudness by Jeroboam. And I still want to continue with Jeroboam because you might have seen me or heard me talk about Origina on my channel, maybe not, but now you know. This is now in my top 10 for life. And they have a smaller bottle, which I take with me pretty much everywhere, and also the new bigger bottle that they, I think, released this year. So Origina by Jeroboam is my sincere recommendation to anybody who loves anything aromatic and fresh, spicy, but most importantly, if you love sandalwood. So this is an ode to aromatic, fresh, spicy, creamy fragrances. The sandalwood isn't boring. Sometimes sandalwood can be like, yeah, nice, but what else is there? Sandalwood is creamy and it's woody, and that's it. But this fragrance really brings out the best of sandalwood in a nuclear power. And with the juniper berries and that warming, exotic oriental nutmeg, it just creates the most perfect signature-worthy, creamy, aromatic fragrance. I can already smell it in a bottle, and I would definitely recommend this fragrance, especially to gentlemen, as a blind buy worthy fragrance. Now, a little disclaimer, never buy blindly, but when I say a fragrance is blind buy worthy, I really believe in the potential of this fragrance, and I know you will love it. It's also perfect for ladies who want to smell mature, very elegant, bold, like you're not afraid of anything, and it's not too fresh, spicy. This is what I love about this fragrance. It is all blended to perfection because it has a lot of that creamy sandalwood and musk. So to me, this is just a 20 out of 10 recommendation for anybody. And now the next fragrance is actually a boozy, fruity, woody powdery, sexy heaven. And actually I have two fragrances, but I think I will talk about more the first one. So this is a fragrance house that I already mentioned on my channel. I have a discount code that I will write in the description box. But I have to say, if there's a fragrance house that is actually quite tiny and quite young, I think they were established last year, if I'm not mistaken, that you should definitely explore, then this is Adamo Parfum. So the fragrance is Numero Uno. And this is, trust me, the sexiest, most mature and unisex smelling boozy violet with raspberry and rum. It has also some rose and other notes, but this is the epitome of the most perfect, sexiest unisex boozy violet fragrance. I hate violet in fragrances, so this was a pleasant surprise when I smelled Numero Uno. And I've had this fragrance for quite some time, and anytime I smell it, I'm being reminded of how unique this is. And this would be your perfect date night fragrance. When you want an attention-grabbing fragrance, a compliment getter, something that will make people turn their heads, it's definitely Numero Uno by Adamo Parfum. But if you're still not into floral, fruity, powdery fragrances and you love the chocolate, the leather, and a lot of oud, you have to try number 5. This is a fragrance I know will appeal to every single person on this planet. I love it, I wear it. I would recommend it to every gentleman, to every lady. If you're into gourmands that don't smell edible, cheap, that don't remind you like of this obnoxious pastry and white chocolate and whatever that has been popular now for 2 years, this is it, Numero 5. It has that zingy, delicious ginger in the opening, and then you have the dark chocolate, the leather and oud, and it's all so gentle actually on the skin. It's smoky, it's woody, it has just the perfect amount of some slight sweetness, but it still smells edgy, sexy, and quite dark. So my sincere recommendation for gourmand lovers, if you're sick of those simple, sweet, edible gourmands that make you smell like a 12-year-old, Numero 5 is for you. Let's talk about a fruity and tropical exotic fragrance for winter. Now, I have been raving about Annone for quite some time. It is a unique mango fragrance. It is the best mango fragrance on the market, the most unisex, the one that is, again, I have to say it, blind buy worthy. It is a fragrance I would recommend to everybody, to anybody, no matter the occasion, the weather, the climate that you live in, the occasion that you need a fragrance for, Annone will do the job. If you're looking for a fruity fragrance that doesn't smell juicy, too fruity, mouth-watering, you know, like summery, and you're looking for, you know, a bit more power, something that will make you smell unforgettable, very memorable, Annone is that fragrance. It has, I think, some saffron, it has a lot of that mango that isn't juicy or fruity, and then the oud that is definitely pronounced. It's blended to perfection. And now I have to share with you my signature vanilla fragrance that I have been wearing for 2 years. I haven't run out of this fragrance because it's so potent. The performance of this fragrance is out of this world. You really have to experience this dark femme fatale beauty, but it's definitely unisex. And when I smell this fragrance on a man, on me, I mean, I go crazy. So this is Lunefiline by Atelier d'Azur. A gorgeous, balsamic, dark, just slightly aromatic vanilla. It has the cardamom, but I almost don't smell it. I really get this delicious, almost like bourbon vanilla smelling woody vanilla with peru balsam and a lot of woody notes. It also smells to me like it has some, not even leather, but suede. But to me, this is such a memorable and signature-worthy noir vanilla of your darkest and deepest dreams. I'm obsessed with Lunefiline. I've had maybe 2 more vanilla fragrances since then that I tried that I also like and love. So it's Alghabra by Parfums de Marly and Vanilla Powder by Matière Première. But you know, I wear them, I love them, but none of them match the sex appeal of Lunefiline. Now, a fragrance that has quite a different design. You might love it, you might not. I mean, I like it. It's definitely different. It's not your Chanel packaging or bottle design, but it looks opulent. I will say that. It looks opulent, but the fragrance is opulent too. So I feel like it matches the scent profile perfectly. And I love this fragrance house. I have from them a signature fragrance called Roya, and I guess this might be my new signature worthy sexy rose. So this is Nariesi Fleur by the Spirit of the Bay. It has this rose with glitter on top, if you can see. The bottle, it's like dark black rose. And it is your spicy, musky, dark, sexy rose with a lot of that ambery depth and a bit of those aromatic nuances. But then it feels a little bit watery and exotic because it has the watery notes. It has a lot of spices like cloves and anise. It has a lot of geranium. So actually this is rose, but when you add geranium, it's fruity, it's vibrant. It smells almost like a jammy rose, but then it has the exotic, tropical, you know, the frangipani and 30 other notes like timber silk, orange oil. It is a top-notch new release that I definitely recommend. If you're looking maybe for a gift for her, something where she will smell like a queen and you're a guy, definitely try this fragrance. It is a fragrance of my dreams. I didn't even know I would dream about this fragrance, but now I do. Look at the design. It has like this squishy rose, you know, it's like fabric. Then it has a magnetic cap. It looks perfect. Really nice, an opulent design, an opulent scent profile, just everything you would look for in an expensive fragrance because it costs some money. It is expensive, but I would say with this one, it's definitely worth it. And now we have here a fragrance with quite a nice price tag. So this is a fragrance that has, let me tell you, a nuclear power, eternal longevity, projection like there's no tomorrow. If you wear this in a very tiny space, there's only the room for your ego and this fragrance, nobody else, okay? So wear it outside when you're in the freezing weather and you want people to notice you. Like you have left 30 minutes ago, but the fragrance stays there. And the people will really remember you. It is sexy, it's a date night fragrance, it's a clubbing fragrance. This is maybe a better and more wearable version of Side Effect by Initio. So this is Eye of Seven Hills by Alghabra perfumes. I haven't used up pretty much anything. And look at the picture here. So you can see that. Quite nice. I haven't used up a lot and I've had it now for maybe 10 months just because one spray is too much. And when you spray it on your hair, like it stays on the hair for 3 days. It is a boozy, tobacco, whiskey, sexy, cute, playful, happy fragrance. It has some oud, vanilla, cinnamon. It has a bit of that patchouli and nutmeg. So it's spicy, it's boozy. It has a lot of sweetness. Let me tell you, this is a sweet fragrance and this is the boozy fragrance of your dreams. So if you're looking for a banger, a fragrance, like a tiny investment into your collection where you don't want to spend a lot of money. I mean, a lot when we talk about niche fragrances, but you want something that will last for 3 days, that will get you compliments. That is an attention grabber and a huge compliment getter. Definitely try Eye of Seven Hills. And I just have to share with you this beauty. It has an opulent bottle design, but the fragrance is, I mean, just so amazing. And whenever I recommend this fragrance, I just feel like I always say you have to have it. Just get this fragrance, don't think about it. This is the best cocoa, nutty, addictive, sweet, sexy fragrance. So the fragrance is Chelsea Nights by Bond No. 9. Beautiful. Very addictive, nutty, cocoaing, almost pastry-like smelling cocoa fragrance without actually the edible sweetness that you mostly get in pastry-like smelling fragrances. It has sesame seeds and a lot of those delicious nutty hazelnuts with that oriental spicy golden turmeric. Then you get some saffron that, you know, breaks up the sweetness with myrrh and tonka bean. A gorgeous 10 out of 10, or actually 30 out of 10 gourmand that doesn't smell too girly, too obnoxious, too sweet. It's just perfection in a bottle. And I don't know if this fragrance will be still available, but it's on Max Aroma. Heavily, I am telling you, heavily discounted. So I definitely recommend, if you've been eyeing this fragrance, go for it. You will not be disappointed. So I showed you quite a lot of fragrances that you can wear outside that have eternal performance, projection, longevity. But I have here one fragrance, the newest release of 2024 by Atelier. And it's a fragrance I wasn't sure if I would like because it sounded like this cute electronic tea, which I'm not against, but then ultimately I'm into smoky, darker leather fragrances. So actually Blue Madeleine by Atelier was such a nice surprise for me because this is not your feminine, cute, baby blue-like smelling gourmand fragrance. I love this fragrance on my husband and he loves it too. This is, to me, a really smoky black tea with just the slightest nuances of something electronic, but you might not even smell it. So it has an amazing performance longevity, but it doesn't project as much. I mean, where people would suffocate when you wear it. So if you're looking for a gourmand unisex fragrance that smells especially alluring, by the way, on gentlemen, that is soft and subtle enough to be worn in the office, maybe when you're even at home, but you still want people to notice you because it has the smokiness, definitely try Blue Madeleine. It has the lactonic nuances, a lot of that black tea with cinnamon and pearl balsam with kate oil. So kate oil creates this, you know, a rubbery, smoky effect. And then the balsamic nuances with pearl balsam, I mean, it is a fantastic fragrance. So this was my selection of top 10 winter unisex fragrances that I am obsessed with. I hope you loved this selection. Definitely let me know your thoughts if you have some of these fragrances. I wish you an amazing day and see you in one of my next videos. Bye-bye.